Hey everybody, so we are just leaving Port Aransas and Gulf Waters RV Resort. Had a phenomenal stay there. That's the nicest RV resort I've ever been to. Family agrees with me 100% on that. Beach access, basically you go to the back of the resort, there's a boardwalk that you can take a golf cart out onto. And I have a video that I'll show you here of us doing that and go right out onto the beach. A lot of beautiful rigs there. I think most of the RVs there were into the $100,000+ range. A lot of really nice people. I don't think there was a single person that went by that didn't wave at us or say hello and stop. You know, I definitely recommend if you're in the South Texas or Coastal Bend area, Corpus Christi, and you're looking for probably the nicest RV resort you'll ever stay at, you need to put Gulf Waters RV Resort on your list. Now, it is an owner's RV resort, which means all the slips are individually owned by people, so they put a lot of time and effort and creativity into making them look very custom. As you saw in the previous video, we had a pergola as well as a barbecue pit outside, a refrigerator stereo system outside, backed up view to a pond, had a little swing that was on AstroTurf, so you didn't have to worry about ants or anything like that. Just a beautiful site for entertaining. If you're going to bring your family down, this is definitely the type of place you'd want to bring them. And it's a very, very family-friendly resort. So, though there's a lot of full-timers that live there, there were probably 20 to 30 RVs that were coming in and out just with weekenders and vacationers while we were there. A lot of younger families as well. We met a couple of them when we were checking in, checking out, and while we were cruising around the facility. If you want to find a great way to just travel around, you actually can rent a little golf cart, and you'll see that in the video as well. These golf carts are really nice, and they seat 4 or 6, your choice. And during the winter rate right now, which started October 1st through I think February, they're only $99 a day. So they're and you can take them anywhere except on the highway, which I don't know why anybody would want to take one on the highway in the first place. But if you go out to the beach, you can actually drive up and down the coast until you get to the closest city, which in our case would be Port Aransas. And, you know, it's a good 20-30 minute drive on the beach, but, you know, it's beautiful out there. And when you get to Port Aransas, as long as you're within city limits, you can also drive the golf cart around Port Aransas. So if you're going to go shopping, if you're going to go eat something, things like that, you know, it's a great way to get around without having to load everyone up in the car. And you really don't need air conditioning because you're on the beach, and the coastal wind will keep you pretty cool and dry. Another thing to keep in mind, though, if you're going to get a golf cart and you're going to use it for the purpose of going into town to go shopping, just remember there's really no lockable area or trunk that you can put anything that you buy. So if you have a wife and daughter and they like to shop a lot and they have a bunch of bags and stuff, or if you have a baby and you have to carry around other equipment, just keep in mind that you won't be able to lock it up on a golf cart. There's really no way to do that. So in that case, you may want to just drive your car when you're going into town. Another nice thing about the golf cart situation is that the company that you get the discount through with the RV resort, they actually deliver it to you and pick it up. So all you have to do is meet them by the front desk area, and they'll drop it off, give you a full training, walk through all the warnings, precautions, all that stuff. And then when you're done with it, you just tell them what time to pick it up, and they'll come pick it up at that time. I don't think they're really stringent on that specific time, because when we dropped ours off, we asked them if they could pick it up at around 1 o'clock, and they ended up, and when we dropped ours off, there were probably 20 of them up front ready to be picked up. The park is extremely clean, though they are very strict about their rules and policies, and I really can't blame them, because you have so many people coming in and out, the last thing they want to do is get too loose on their restrictions, and then everyone's going to start breaking them. So they're very strict with a 2-vehicle and 1 golf cart policy at each site. So you got a maximum of 2 vehicles, 1 golf cart. Any additional vehicles, if you have friends following you, if you have anybody meeting you there, you have to park it over by the clubhouse. And if they're going to use the pool or spa, they need to pay a $10 per person charge for that. But if they're just going to come visit you, they need to stop at the clubhouse, and then they'd have to walk to your site, or you'd have to pick them up in your golf cart or your car, or however you want to pick them up. The park itself is extremely well laid out, and it's a very, very luxurious feeling RV park. So when you go there, walking around it at night is not a scary thing. You go to some of these places and you really don't feel like leaving your RV at night. But at this particular place, you could walk around. I think we walked around at midnight last night, and it was just beautiful. There were still people out on their balconies and on their little entertaining areas, and it's a very safe place. But more than that, it feels safe, so that's a good thing as well. It's a pet-friendly environment, so you can actually bring your pets. You do, I think, have to pay a slight charge per pet that you bring, but for a typical reservation, it's up to 6 people, and children under the age of 3 or 4, are free. So you can have 4 people built into your reservation. Up to 6 people can stay at a site, but each additional adult above 4 has to pay $10 per night. It is also a restricted park, so you have to have certain RV requirements. First of all, your rig has to be over 25 feet long. It has to be less than 10 years old. It cannot be a pop-up or tent, and it has to have it has to be what's called a hard-sided RV. So I guess that just pretty much means a newer RV. We saw some lower cost RVs there, so it's not that big of a deal if you're not driving the most expensive rig out there. But they do just have requirements because they want all the RVs in there to be well maintained, clean, and modern. If you do have an older rig, you can still get in, but they have to inspect it, and you have to tell them what it is, and apparently has to pass some type of a vetting. You may even have to send them a picture. I have no idea, but I highly recommend it. We had a great time there. It's one of the few RV resorts you can go to, or few places you can take your RV that you actually feel like you're at a resort. So it has a pool, jacuzzi, no workout facility. So there's no workout facility. There is free Wi-Fi, free cable. They probably have 50 Wi-Fi access nodes or access points you can connect to, which is really nice. But aside from that, it's just a beautiful place. I hope if you're down in this area, if you're looking in the Corpus Christi area, you look at the Gulf Waters RV Resort, which is between Corpus Christi, Port Aransas. It's about 35 minutes from Corpus Christi, so you're really close to Corpus shopping and the entertainment district there. So now I'm going to do a short little video drive-through that we did while we were out on site, so you can kind of see what the facility looks like, and I hope you enjoy it. If you enjoy my video, please like and subscribe. Enjoy.